Yeah, I don't know if it matters much that you're first over here. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me, Brandon? How's the audio? Is it too loud, too quiet? Playing with a new microphone here. If you could let me know, that'd be helpful. Thanks, Wendy. Audio much more better. Hey, sweet. Okay, cool. So I just posted in one of the Discords what I'm looking at for the plan today, so let me just pull that up for you guys. I haven't really played around with this OBS thing too much, so let's see if I can get this right. That wasn't it. There you go. That's that. You guys are gonna have to watch a kind of hokey pokey stream. I'm not a pro just yet. There we go. So this was the plan for today. Globex, this is going to look a little bit funky just because all the levels get moved around when I switch to the full Globex session. But anyway, Globex was moving around quite a bit just because we had a lot of international news coming out. I think the Bank of Japan or something, Bank of England maybe. I don't know. There was a bunch of news. I don't trade Globex, so it wasn't really relevant to me. But I was looking at how my zones were performing. I wiggled around the numbers just a little bit, but most of this is the same as what I posted last night on the Twitter tubes. Um, Interestingly, we tested. This is the sell-off on FOMC. That's the initial sell. We tested that to the tick. We rejected it over here during the RTH, and we rejected it again overnight. We managed to hold the 68-ish area. I had an auction here from, I don't know, I guess June or July, maybe July. Uh, really old. Anyway, we held that, moved on up, created a new auction over here, and that's what gave us our push to that test of the FOMC kind of spike base, if you want to call it that. So for RTH, my plan was, what I was looking for was two-way trade in between here, just because you're above yesterday's low at 04, and you're below that FOMC spike base. So being below that is not great. Being above the previous day's low is pretty great. So you're going to end up with kind of this rotational trading. We were unable to get above it. I was offered at 0175 at 935. I think I missed by a tick. So that wasn't the best. That was annoying. I did not hit this level long. I took it for a short, took it for a few points, as that was the goal. And now we're holding this low. So 81 is the Q3 open, and 79.5 is Q2 value area low. Both important numbers. Below this, I'm looking at 37.44. That's kind of the lows of balance. RTH is on, but let's go to a 30 minute so you can see it nicely. There we go. You can kind of think of this as a balance zone from about, I don't know, 39.40-ish down to like 37.20-ish. Balance zone just being, just kind of worming around. Nothing amazingly complex. So what I was looking for yesterday was if we could break these swing lows at 20, come down, close the gap. And now that we have, I want to see if there's continuation down to this 44 to 26 area. 44 is the 2021 close, 44 quarter. I'll be looking to swing long there and for a move up to 38.50 at least, but more so 39.20-ish, and maybe I'll leave some runners on for 4,050. 39.25 is the year-to-date value area low. 39.25, right where we rejected at the FOMC high. And 40.54.75 is our 2021 value area low. So if I do get a move up to those areas, I'll probably be shorting around 40.50. And I think, yeah, I've got a pretty good feeling that we're done with 4200s for the rest of the year, maybe even 4150-ish for the rest of the year, but it's a little bit ambitious to call just yet. So far, I've been correct on those calls. Let's go back to to our buddy, the footprint. There we go. Should be able to see the footy. Just reading the comments in that Discord. I don't know what this show is industry, but I don't know if I don't know if you just gave me a compliment or just shit on me. Yeah, I don't look at TPO. This is just a footprint chart. It's just you know what it is, Wendy. All it is. I don't know if you trade equities mostly, but I find the equities guys don't pay attention to this, and I find you don't really need to pay attention to it in equities on the little bit that I have traded of it. All it is showing you how much volume is done on the bid versus the offer, and then like those are just like a profile. It's just a profile of a 3-minute chart. It looks like more complicated than it is. Honestly, all I'm looking for is like, oh, look how thin this is. Okay, that's probably short covering. You know? Oh, this is thicker. Okay, that means like we might actually be getting legitimate orders coming in. It's not just like a liquidation selling us off, right? That's all it is. And then I'm mostly paying attention to these yellow boxes. They're just the point of controls in each bar. They're 3-minute bars. It's Cloudy's template. I didn't really fuck with it. And then that little delta thing on the bottom is just showing me how much if participants are more aggressive on the bid or the offer. And then that shit on the right is just showing you the net delta done at each price for the session. So how aggressive was the action on the bid or the ask on at these price levels? I don't think it's too choppy. If your level is at 80 quarter, it's been pretty smooth if you ask me. Now, if we flush this low, whatever it is, 75, 74, 72, if we flush this low, I think we'll go ahead and get into these 3750s pretty quickly. Let's see. If you guys have questions, it would be useful if you throw them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of shit to talk about. So to me, if anything, let's explain this plan a bit. Maybe we can do that because the plan's doing pretty well. Here we go. Oh, come on. Come on, you piece of shit. This is the better mic. Everyone said it's a better mic today. This is the better mic. More like, when is fucking OBS going to actually show my screen properly? How about that? When I'm clicking on this tab, it's not showing you guys what I want to show you, which is a little bit annoying. Anyway, guess I can't show you it for now. Um, as long as we're trading below 32s, below this 32, 33 area where we sold off, yes, I was going to show you the entire Globex session. As long as we're trading below that 32, 33 area where we initially sold off to during FOMC, it's going to be hard to take longs. And I honestly, look, the level's been working great. You could have blindly taken 80 quarter for a nice long, but you've got momentum heavily against you, which is something that, and trust me, I love catching knives and shorting rockets. That's my specialty. But I'll only short a rocket if the structure is agreeing with it, right? Right now we're below July's value area low at 0.5. We're below. There was a weekly. We finished a week around there, July 11th, the week of July 11th. We're below that value area low too. And we're flirting with Q2 value area low here at 79.5. So, could you take a long? Yeah, sure, I guess. You could have kept longing this 80 area and done great, but it's just probability wise, you're probably gonna get screwed at some point. It's just not worth it. Can't wait for the podcast. I would legitimately do a podcast. I would love to do a podcast, not so I could, not really with the intention of sharing it with other people, but just so the fact that I could talk to these traders, you know? There's some kid, I forget what podcast it was, but the kid's like, I don't know, he must be like 18 or something. And he had a podcast. I stopped listening to it because he was such a shitty host. But he would have these guys who are running like, oh, I've got a $500 million fund. And the kid is talking macro to them. Yeah, I know some people. Not really though, right? Like they're not gonna really talk much. Uh, I don't know. I know some people. There's no doubt about that, I guess. It's so crazy some of the strategies I hear. Wendy, I don't know if you're still in here, but I'm listening to Owen's strategy. I'm like, that is just something I never would have thought about. Jesse's talking about like the opening 1 minute candle. Draw a line 2 points above it, 2 points below it. If it holds there for 30 seconds, uh, go along with it. Go with that direction for a scalp. Then do the 15 minute, and then it has to hold for 7 minutes. Same with the 30. Like it's something that I understand. Like I understand why it would work. It's just funny when someone writes it out, and I'm like, I would have just never thought to like actually use that as a fucking strategy. Yeah, there's tons of strategies using the opening range, right? I just I've never been a momentum trader. I was taught to not be a momentum trader. I think momentum trade works awesome on like CL seems to like it, NQ likes it, equities love momentum trades. ES is just such a choppy piece of shit. As as you can see, it's just like such a fucking choppy piece of shit. So I was always taught to do more mean reversion kind of trades. Later, enter. Yeah, I mostly just trade ES. It's the product I know extremely well. I don't really see like a point in trading more than just one product. Um, Come on, show the screen, god damn it. I'm trying to show you guys a screen and it's just not working. Let me try it over here. Um, Let me try it over here, see if it works. Momentum trades at the open, then mean reversion is the day it develops. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, the way I look at it is, good fucking god. Will any of my? Nope, nope. No, no. The way I look at it is at the open, right? So let's go to the open. Here's the open. At the open, as soon as you break '06, you just broke the high of the day. As soon as you broke 96, you just broke the low of the day. Like everything is so tight. All those structural levels are so tight, right? Half back is so narrow. The high of the day is so narrow. Low of the day is so narrow that like every time you break it, it's like that's a legitimate structural. It's a break in structure. It's not just like a whereas I don't know if you go from 78 to 84, you didn't really break any structure. There was no real meaning to going from 78 to 84. As far as I see it, there was no real meaning, right? Whereas if you flush the low of the day right now, you're gonna have all this junk on top of you now. There's a meaning to that. There's an impact of that occurring. You get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? I'm looking for those breaks in structure. So I think you could still play a momentum play later in the day. It just has to you got to be tracking like okay, there's the low of the day. Like that's what I have to be focused on. Not like oh, here's a if we clear 86, oh, there's a break of 80. Yeah, a break of 86 doesn't really fucking matter to me at least. Yeah, I think we're going to flush it. We got to break this 76 bid. See, there's a bid around here that keeps propping us up. When that flushes, we should be able to get down to this volume here in the 73s, which will probably catch a bid, and then we'll come to the pocket of this zone. Jesse knows what I'm talking about. So if you take this low and this high, we're now boxed in between this range, right? We've just been boxed in that range. Once we kind of break that low, you'll be able to see the pocket of this, and that should be our resistance. So if we ran that right now, low, high, run it. Right now it's at 81, so right around my level. Jesse, there was an auction at 73 half. It held perfectly to the tick. I mean, so Wendy, what I look for is, so I would look for a break of this low, and then I don't enter on the break of that low. I would wait to take the POC of this area from like, whatever. When this high was set, the POC of this zone until we break this low. And that's what usually ends up working. Because then you're taking the auction POC. You get it? Send a link for little Owen boy here. Post in Discord the POC of that 5-week consolidation we're in. Ooh, let's see. Let's see. Oh, I see. 37.74. Interesting. So Wendy. Oh, interesting. Okay, you can't see the mouse. That's weird. Um, can you not see the mouse? You should be able to see the mouse. Um, see the high made around 10:15. We don't need the mouse. See the high around 10:15 at 95ish, right? 94, 95. All you're doing is running a volume profile chart until we break the low of the day. And then all you're going to do is short the POC of wherever that ends up being. That's all you're doing. Don't worry. If my fucking OBS was working right, I would just show you it on a simple chart instead of this fucking footprint chart. How many times should I try it until it works? Oh my god, it worked. Oh, thank Christ. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see if you guys can see that. Oh my god, thank Christ. All right. Okay. Did that take long enough to figure out? Here. Let's get rid of Cloudy's little ADR thing. Let's get rid of these hilarious pivots that tend to work. So, and let's get rid of this. See this 73 quarter? That's from an auction and I might have to go to like a 2-minute to scroll back far enough. There we go. High a day break, 73 quarter. All that happened was we made a high, we made a low, we're auctioning inside of that box. You get what I'm talking about when I'm saying auctioning? We're stuck inside a range. We're churning, auctioning, chopping inside of a swing high and a swing low, which leads to this break, 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 break. Right? So that's so giving you another example, we had one. Oh my god, now I've got to figure out where the hell we're trading. Where the hell is today? There we go. We had one at. There we go. See this? This was Tuesday. This was Tuesday, I think. Yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday, fixed range. Here's a high. I made the low in the same candle. You run it until we break that high. Oh my god. Right? It's just a volume profile in this zone until we broke the high. That high at 868 3/4. It gets you 64 half. It should give you 64 half. If I did this right. Ah, there we go. High. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. High, low, high. Should give you 64 half. I don't know what the fuck I did. Maybe it is 65. 65.75? Oh yeah, it was 65.75. Okay, there you go. 65.75 to the tick. Gave a bid. And these auctions tend to work really quickly or not at all. you're just looking for when price hits a swing high and a swing low, and then you're just taking the volume profile inside of it. So here's our low of the day at 72. Here's our high at 95, and you're just running a volume profile until we break this low of the day. So I'll just keep it on extending for now. But we're just going to keep running that volume profile until we break it. You can maybe if you ran like an anchored VWAP from here, you'd get kind of maybe you'd get a better idea than a POC. But the idea is you're just figuring out where the core position is, where the average position is in this churn before, right? And you're always making decisions. There's always auctions occurring. Let me go back to the thingamajiggy. Does that make sense, Wendy? Am I speaking into the ether? IWM down more than 2%. Interactive Brokers is alerting me of this generational occurrence. This is probably the simplest way to trade, just off of auctions. And then, of course, having an idea of how structure works and whatever else. But yeah, no problem. I get it, Wendy. No, I get it. Trust me, I got 6 screens open. I know there's only 2 eyeballs and 6 screens. I made a video on my YouTube. Hold on. Oh God, you guys are gonna get like a weird feeling here. I made a video on it here. There you go. I made a video on it. That might help. So again, everything's working so far. This looks like a crazy chart, I know. It's not as crazy as you think. I was looking for short covered bids around this 39.20-ish area, 08, I guess, for a ramp into this T2, T3 area. So actually specifically 41.37, as that was the August POC. And then for a sell-off back below the pivot, get some temporary bids at 38.57, but I did think it would shit out like it has. This was all written on September 5th. If you really wanted to, you could scan my Twitter tubes to find it. But anyway, so far everything's kind of working as we'd expect it. Now that we've broken that 38.57, I'm going to think that 40.50 kind of caps us. This area here. Ooh, shop almost to the yearly low. Are you going to play the breakdown on it, Wendy? On a weekly time frame, we're kind of getting exactly what we wanted as well. That was our pivoty area around 06. So it was unlikely to break 74 on the week. Likely breaking 57. Got the break. Closed right at minor support where we opened today. And now it looks like we're going to come down to key support. This is a wide zone, I know it is, but look, last week I got the high of the week within 3 ticks and the low of the week within fucking 3.5 points on a 300-point range. So, excuse me if I have a wide zone. No, I entered on the back test of a previous bounce zone. Oh, entered short or entered long? I was looking at Shopify before. Oh, have fun, Jesse. Hi, Matt. How you doing? We have 20 viewers. Wow, look at this. I feel like a fucking FinTwit Furu. So did we break that low yet? No, not yet. Not yet. Let's set an alert. 72 for when we cross that. Crossing. Okay, yeah, short. I was like, are you buying the dip on Shopify? Are you fucking nuts? It's like it'd be a little bit rough, wouldn't it? That'd be a little bit rough. This is my crazy chart, by the way, you guys. This is the I love showing this chart. This is my favorite thing to show. 'Cause people go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'll post this to the Twitter tubes. But this is my crazy chart. But remember, I may have a crazy chart like this, but then I can also reduce things down to the tick, right? So accurate that usually I don't get filled. So it's okay to have a crazy chart if you can do that. All we're doing here is waiting for this thing to break. Now I would not be looking to fade. Yesterday, I made a video and I posted it saying today. There we go. There's a break. Where's the auction? So 80. Ooh, 80.75. Let's call it 80.75. That's where we're going to look for the major break for the retest short. That's where we'd be entering. Okay, 80.75. So we're done with this auction at 73s. Let's see if the 69s give a bid. I would not take that long, even if it does work. You're playing with fire after all this inventory is above you. You're playing with fire trying to catch a long. It's working. So usually these auctions take about 8 ticks of heat, so 2 points of heat. What am I hearing? Oh, I didn't realize Zoom was on. Usually these auctions will take about 8 ticks of heat and give you, depending on the trade, 8 to, I don't know, 2 points, so 8 ticks at least, but oftentimes much more. So 69 quarter would give you 71 quarter. I think it just hit. Yeah, there you go. So it gave you 1R already. I'd be looking to get back to the low of the day at 72. There we go. There's 72. And it looks like the volume pocket of the prior bar is right around 73.5. So it should be able to push to around there, around those 73s, 73, 74. Hello, Columbi. Omni used to post this every day and talk about how he saw the day. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I look at this crazy chart, this fucking like a billion levels chart, and then I'm reducing it down to this, and then I'm reducing this down to, okay, this is where you want to really short it, this is where you want to long it. Everything else in between is just, you're playing levels, right? Two-way trade. You got to be able to reduce all that crazy shit down into like a very basic plan. And that's when it was good. It was good, Cloudy. It was good that you put me in charge of the mark. It was good that you kind of bagged on me for that because it forced me to simplify my charts. And now this is all I really look at intraday is this one chart. Every now and again I'll go look at my weekly chart and I'll look at the same thing, right? I know this is a wide zone, Cloudy. Don't shit on it. I had the wide zone up here and got high to the tick. Sorry, 3 ticks off. My bad. God forbid. What's the name of the crazy chart? That one doesn't have a cool name. It's just RTH. Because I used to have one with the ETH numbers instead. So like the high of the day I would have as the overnight high. But I found those numbers didn't work nearly as well as just using the 4 p.m., 9:30 to 4 p.m. numbers for the daily numbers, and then TradingView annoyingly runs the RTH I think till like 4:15 or something. Yeah, 415, 414. It runs it till then. Come on, Cloud. You don't like this chart? Look at this beautiful chart. Come on, look at this. It's fucking Fruit Loop chart. Oh my god. Hold on, Cloudy. Look at this zone. Hold on. Look at this. I pulled, scroll. I've been looking at this area for the last few days. I'm like, it's getting kind of messy. I go down here and I'm like, what the fuck is this? There's literally a line like every 3 ticks, and I was like, oh god. I spent I spent I spent like 2.5 hours last night reducing all of this crazy bullshit into like, okay, I think 80 quarter is going to be the number tomorrow, and 0175. I reduced it. It took me so much time. I was happy that Globex traded in this area too. I love it when Globex does that. I propose, what the fuck is wrong with you, chart? Yeah, for real. I had a ton of equity alerts go off this morning. I'll look at those later. I don't really trade equities that much, but I keep a very close eye on a lot of them. I've got 400 alerts usually running. Yeah, this chart ends up being the main chart I want to focus on. This I don't really look at during the day, intraday. This I sort of look at intraday, not really. The auction chart, I like to keep track of these auctions. So again, this auction just broke, I think. Yeah, so we'll get rid of that. The auction chart, I'm very quick to get rid of things. Dude, who was I watching? Oh, I think I sent you it. I think I sent you it. Some guy who was like literally, literally had like I think 80% of his chart were like zones. Like I feel like this, for example, I probably won't trade this because it's a 12-point zone, and I just need to see how it trades this month, right? Or today. Like I need to see if we get into here today. I need to see how it trades, and I'll get a better idea for tomorrow. But like this dude's charts were literally like this zone would be like from here to like here. Then he has a little black space. Then this zone's from here to here. Then he has a little bit of black space. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This guy's got a zone every like it's got like 2 points of blank space and fucking 20 points of of zone space. I think what works the best is when you start like tracking a 30-minute chart and you go or like maybe during sometimes during I mean this fucked us up the FOMC, but like I'll look at a 5-minute chart because I had a spot here, right? 50 something, 53 or 54, whatever that number is. I had a number here, and then I was looking at how FOMC traded on the 5-minute. I was like, you know what? I might miss a trade at like 50-ish, 50 to 55 somewhere, but I think the better numbers are this 60 and this 32-ish, which I'm fine with, whatever. Would have given you decent longs the other day, good shorts. And here it was kind of messy spaghetti. I don't know. What I've been doing lately is I put these gray lines off to the side. I know it looks like shit, but I kind of keep them off to the side. Just numbers that I might be interested in the future. Like if I look and I'm like, 74 actually was the better number today, then that's the number for tomorrow. I back tested, Cloudy. I back tested, looking at if I just used my this like. So I went through the fucking Discord because I post my plan there every morning. I went to there, and I looked at how the plan would do if I simply just limit ordered. So like so today's plan was to short all these levels. I didn't want to long any of this shit today. Just same idea as you. Fucking momentum is dog shit right now. I'm not really interested in longs. So I wanted to short all this stuff, and then above 62, I just didn't want to play. Uh, so I looked at once you got 5 points below, if you shorted the level, how did it do? It did really well, like really really well. Uh, so I'm monkeying with that. I looked at my average stop loss for the past 2 months. My mean, median, and mode MAE is 1 to 1.25 points. It's something like 1 to 1 point like 1.7 or something across all those measures of averages. So I was like, okay, if I use a 2.5 stop, that's that's a healthy that's a healthy margin of error relative to what the average is, right? Because you know better than me. The tails are what would fuck you up if you tried to use a 1 point stop. You just keep getting tail risked. Uh, so a 2.5 stop, 2.5 take profit, then I leave a runner on, which would be great. If I had fucking gotten filled at a $1.75 here today, you would take it off at 90. What would that be? Help me out here. 99 quarter. Take it off at 99 quarter and then ride it to this area. There you go. Once it hit 75, I shorted 80 quarter. And that worked as well. And then what I liked was, I don't know, I hope this is not spilling the secrets, but I only hit the level once. So like, if today the plan was, oh, I'm expecting two-way trade. Yeah, exactly. If you start throwing size on it, dude, like I've got enough capital that like I can trade. I don't know how many contracts could I go up to on ES. Probably like six or something through interactive brokers. I don't know what the math is, but I could probably trade a good amount of contracts on ES, and I don't know, 6 contracts for 2.5 points. I don't know. To me that's pretty good. I'd be happy with that. I'm not gonna complain. Cause I get my two my two biggest strengths have always been the ability to read structure for the next day and create really great plans, and then be hyper precise. So to me, this is leveraging both, right? This way I'm not getting into like the and then my two biggest weaknesses are similar to what yours are, which are I start looking at the intraday stuff and I start making dumb decisions. This way it's just look, either you're going to get stopped out for 2.5, or you're going to take your profit for 2.5, and they can trail the rest. Oh, did you hit it long? Yeah. I thought that level already played, or did you hit it short? Where the fuck are you? Let me check. Oh, you hit it short. Let me do it off screen so I'm not giving your level. Oh wow, it just made the quota. Hey. Oh my god, that was a close call. Fuck me. Yeah, once again, shorting at the low of the day. Hey. Yeah. So you're in at good fucking god. The NQ ones have just been working. Hey, what is that? 1 7 7 filled, 6 filled, 6 filled. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 NQ trades? Wow. 4 NQ trades, and you got one ES trade on. So is the hit rate right now, is the win percentage higher on NQ for you right now? That's so crazy. Would you ever have thought that? Would you ever have thought a systematic approach would have been better on fucking NQ of all the. That's so weird. Mind you, I haven't watched the last time I watched NQ. I didn't really know how to trade. Like I'm talking like I probably looked at it literally 2 years ago. Oh, the NQ one is 10% lower, the win rate. But I guess your number of trades is so much higher, right? So probably. Uh, you kept saying YM is the ticker, hey, for discretionary trading. Again, I looked at YM so long ago, so I don't even know what that's like anymore. I can't let these people in sloppy. Can't let these people think I'm crazy. And you can get holy fuck 8 to 12. What the fuck? 8 to 12 trades. Oh my god. Interesting. YM's best in now. 15 minutes to the euro. Interesting. Very interesting. I never realized that. That's a lot of fucking trades on NQ. 8 to 12. Good god. See, the thing I never really got about NQ was okay. So I get. So what's the leverage? The leverage is what? And one NQ point is $20, right? Is that what it is? One NQ is $20. But to me, one NQ point moves like four ES point. Or sorry, yeah, it moves like four. Fuck me. 20 NQ points move like five ES points. Yeah, so one ES is like four NQ. Nice trade, dude. There you go. Nice trade. Nice trade. Let's try to see where this is. 81. Are you flat on the Qs? Someone's asking me a volume profile question. Whoa, auto, what's this? Auto anchored volume profile? Oops. Where are you, Columbia? Oh, someone's Sierra just crashed? That is fucking weird. Just have a limit order sitting but currently flat. Oh, okay. I thought you were in a NQ trade. I'm just glancing at shit. You know me, I'm fucking retarded during market hours. I can't believe that guy's Sierra crashed. That's really weird. Sierra's the most. I don't know. Maybe he's running it on a piece of shit computer. I don't know. I don't know how Sierra ever crashes. Talking to like 5 different people. Spawned more than one symbol window when I went to update to why I'm so crashed. You know what I don't like? Maybe it's because I'm loading. I keep getting like 40 points and they run my stop. Ugh, that's annoying. Um, what I don't like on Motive Wave, and maybe it's because I'm running the footprints. Maybe it's because I'm running the footprint charts. But if I type in anything, like fucking anything, like any new ticker or anything, it takes so goddamn. Like I'm talking like I don't even like I just stopped even watching because I think it takes like 15 minutes to load a new ticker on the footprint. Cloudy, I'm not kidding. I literally just open up your template and I only keep it on a 3 minute chart. I literally never change anything on it. Every day. Every day I just open it up. I'm like, okay, there's the footprint. Not fucking with that. I'm not sitting for 30 minutes waiting for the goddamn thing to load. So 74 was another level I was looking at. 74.75. And you can see that one worked decently well. I think we're coming down to here. Oh, I gotta load up. Hopefully, yeah, you can't see this. Okay, cool. I'm gonna long some spy shares at 37.44. Market order. Puke, puke, puke. So will you not move your stop to at least break even at this point? Like, is there not a certain amount of points in the money where you go, okay, I'm gonna move it to either a take profit, like your original take profit, whatever it is, 6.25 or something. Like when you're up 30 points, you don't move it to 6.25. Your stop. Like I can't mentally handle being up 30 points and then seeing it flatten me. Damn, that's crazy. Huh. I can't do a thing fucking Bowser does, right? Bowser and Badger. I wonder if he's longing this shit. Let me DM him. many fucking trades? Long, short. Bowser longed 37.67 during Globex for 200 points in total, then shorted 38.21 for 170 points. And he took a couple, he took minus 30 catching the knife at 67. I love when they change the analyst ratings. Let's see. I just love to read what people are looking at. Amazon is a buy or an outperform. What's it trading at? 116. What's my average? Oh, 116. That's hilarious. Okay, so it's right at my average. I've got a buy order for at 90. What's everything trading at? I haven't. Apple comically high per usual, just fucking absolutely invincible, unable to ever move that goddamn piece of shit. The rest of the market is going to be, the S&P is going to be down like 40%, and Apple's going to be trading at 5% off the all-time high. Oh yeah, so Cloudy, now what do you do? Because before, I think you were doing 2 trades a day, right? Because you just had ES and you're doing 2 trades a day. So now what do? You just keep trading, like, or do you do two ES, 2 NQ? 5 minutes to the euro close. Hey, nice trading, Wendy. Just saw your Shopify. Nice one. Yeah, sorry. I've got a bad habit of looking at this screen. I'm trying to use OBS instead. How do I? Is there not a way to like pin this stupid thing so I don't have to? It doesn't hide. Yeah, maybe I'll put it. Yeah, that's just kind of weird for you guys. Blech. It's a lot more difficult if you only got a few lots. That or just don't care if you get stopped at all. Only care if you catch like, yeah, like I mean that's Bowser, right? Like he trades in a multiple of 2, so he takes half at +5 usually, which I think give or take he takes +5 around half a harmonic. He loves those harmonics. He takes half at a harmonic at one. He takes half his position off at 1/2 harmonic, and then the rest he lets run based on whatever. I think what he has is like, you've seen the various things he has. So like one algo says to short, and like if he's long and he'll stick with it, he just sees how those algos are performing. I think I don't know, but anyway, he tries for the big trades, and that's how I think he makes the majority of his dollars. To me, it's just mentally fucking exhausting to uh to keep longing. Like if I got stopped 3 times trying to catch a knife, I just would have no faith by the third time. Even if I statistically knew that if I keep longing, it's eventually gonna. Yeah, probably. Probably. To me, you know what it is? So I've got two really hardcore biases. One is, and they're both from that JX fellow. One is that he only ever traded for 5 to 10 points. Maybe if he's feeling like super excited, he would do one for 20 points, right? Like he might go like that, and that's him like YOLO, like having fun, whatever, right? So for the most part, I've always been biased to 5 to 10 points, and I've also been biased to like only taking a few trades a day. If he, like he'll have days where he takes no trades, and now I'm seeing Badger and Bowser, who are literally the polar opposite. Badger and Bowser taking like a ton of trades, trying to swing them real far, right? Like Badger was long pre-market before the jobs announcement at 8:30 Eastern, and and he was looking for a number that I thought was pretty far. But like if he hits it, it's such a huge win. Like he made a healthy amount of money the other day, and it works. Did you get tagged, Cloudy? No, you should still be in, I think, right? Ah, fucking Bowser. So I think this thing will get some breath up to 81, and then it's just catching a breather up to there. And it should keep selling off. Yeah, I was just looking at where that prior swing high was at 77 quarter, and I remember he was still in after that. Yeah, I'm thinking this goes to 80, 80, 81. We did a bunch of volume there. It's just kind of like the natural spot it would go. God, I can't wait for this week to be over and I can delete a bunch of lines that I have. That's my favorite part of trading is deleting old lines. All right, here's 11:30. I mean, the RR here is very nice if this does break the low. If this breaks the low, you should get another 15, 20 points here, Cloudy. Like up below this 63. We should go to 50. 50 to 40. uh, just looking at a DM. You know, someone was calling for 4,000 yesterday, and that was not the right call. I don't know in what world you would think 4,000 would be hitting. That's such a strange call. The only. Just feel like this. Oh, fuck, you got tagged, didn't you? So, Wendy, right now, if you're watching, fuck, it's going to be delayed. But right now, what I'd be watching for is that 80, right? That was the auction block. I think at 80.75 is what I had. Yeah, 83 quarters. So I'd be looking to see if 83 quarters sells. The only runner I've gotten over 50 points was a while ago. Fuck 90. Brutal. Brutal. Yeah, so what I'm looking for now, Wendy, is if we get a sell at that 80 83 quarters. That would be where the auction block is at. Do we actually get it? I don't know. This is looking like a little bit of a shit show. And with these auction trades, they should be pretty fast. Like if you take longer, if it's taking longer than a minute to get the sell, once it hits it, it's usually not worthwhile because the idea being is that an auction took place here and the result was, the decision of that auction, of this auctioning around was, okay, lower prices. So when it comes back to this area, 80.75, it should be a pretty quick decision. There shouldn't be, the decision was already made. We're just coming back to the spot. Damn, nice lab had some great day. That's an interesting thought you posted, Cloudy, about why ES is potentially better or worse than NQ. Someone else was taught. I was in JJ's room, and there's a guy in there. He's got a YouTube channel. I can shill it. It's free. Uh, what's it called? Veterans Trading for Veterans. Um, he works for Bank of America on the sell side, I think. And anyway, he was talking about how ES is just such a it's just everyone is playing in ES, right? You have all the different time frame players in it, and you have everyone is playing with their algos in it. It's just such a fucking busy ticker, right? I guess that would be the best way to put it. It's just everyone and their mother is playing in that thing. You've got the retail traders, you got swing traders, intraday, you've got blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think if you can figure out, well, that's the thing. Like I've traded stocks here and there, and it is funny. I always wonder if I should just be trading stocks. Let's show a different screen for a second. I want Wendy to be able to understand what I'm talking about. And right now, this has just been kind of a bitch. There we go. Okay. You can see my mouse. You should be able to. Um, If you looked at the POC of each bar, Wendy, so here's the POC of this bar, whatever that is, 75. POC of this bar, where do we sell off to the tick? Like 74 3/4. Okay. It's a little sell. It's not a crazy sell. Right? This is just a very micro version of what I'm trying to get over. Okay, we come up to here, we build two POCs in a row, and we sell off. Where does this come back to before it's now selling off a bit? These POCs to the tick. Right? It's because you can think of each bar as its own little auction, especially this. See how balanced this profile is? It's like a perfect D shape, right? It's just like a perfect, it's like a sideways bell curve, right? It's such a balanced profile. This 3 minutes of trading was very balanced on both sides. Um, it's the same concept as what I'm trying to show with the sticks. The market's just constantly auctioning around. Now that's a very like hyper low time frame way of looking at it, right? It's not going to be as clear. And once you get past that thick auction, it's going to come to the ledge of volume. See how this is a ledge? See how like just like with volume profile, there are ledges, it's the exact same thing. And it's not able to get over that ledge. And now it's going to come back and it's going to test this POC at 74 quarter-ish. And you can keep doing this on lower and lower time frames. I once looked at this on a fucking... And this was just let me clarify. This was just like a thought experiment. I wasn't trying to trade off of this. I was just looking at it as a thought experiment. But I did this on a 1 second chart before as well. It's the exact same thing. It's literally the exact same thing. I do this on equities, like weekly, monthly, daily. You can do this down to a 1 second chart to a monthly chart. It's the exact same thing. It's just different time frame players, right? There you go. Look, it's just about testing that POC. These are 2 tick boxes, so it's kind of hard to get exactly right, but you get the idea. Fuck yeah, Cloudy. Nice one. What would the stats have been if you had taken the trades both ways? So long and short, instead of just using the momentum direction. See, Wendy, now it's testing that POC. And if it springs up, it'll go back to auctioning right around 76 quarter. So in my opinion, this isn't... You can, and I do have an ability to trade off of this, like purely off of just a blank chart. However, it's not as effective as using higher time frame stuff because this is the most low time frame information you're going to get, right? You're essentially looking at a DOM. You're looking at confirmed orders instead. So it's low. It's unreliable information because it's so low time frame. But the concepts are concepts that if you're watching this, you can enlarge in onto a higher time frame, and that's when you're really making bucks, right? Because if you're taking, so what I do when I create those plans is I'm taking an idea that might be like a swing trade idea or like a high, I talked about longing or shorting 80 quarter today. That's a fucking monthly level. And no surprise, look at where this is, 80 quarter, right? We tested the POC and now we flushed. Where are we gonna go? Probably to the next thing of volume here, at 69ish, 68, 69, probably. If we don't break this low, we're either gonna go, if we do break it, we're gonna go to 68. If we don't break it, we're gonna test this volume here at 75, 74, 75. There you go, it's testing it. There you go. See, it tested 74. Now it might come down to this ledge here. There you go, it comes down to the ledge. Now again, we're going to see if it can flush the lows. If it can't, we're probably going to come a little bit higher now. And And every time you test that POC, right? You tested it, and there were some more sell orders. That those sell orders are going to get less and less. Eventually, you're going to break through. It's nothing. It's nothing fucking. It's nothing magical, right? It's fucking support and resistance, but on a hyper small time frame. Or as Cloudy would say, hypo. He would say hypo time frame. Uh, the concepts are the same. If you keep hitting resistance, eventually that thing is gonna fucking break. In this case, we're talking about resistance as 74, 75. Uh, I think the trades are too crowded on ES without my filters. My edges and the levels, even though they're nice, it's how I trade them. NQ you can get like 50% hit rate, but you still make a ton. Ooh, interesting. I guess his NQ gives you such amazing runners, hey? Uh, that's what I found as well, Cloudy. What with a? I'm gonna make you vomit with the hypo. Should I send you a picture of my tummy? Would that help? Um, no, I agree. It's about how you trade the levels. Like for you, you're using the that momentum style. I'm essentially doing the same thing, but through more structural means, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. It's the same idea though, and we usually come to the same conclusions. Not safe for life. Ah, fuck. Yeah, B. I run the Merc nowadays. Which way are you gonna break? So we're auctioning inside the low of the day in this 79-ish area, 78, 79. So where are we gonna break? This is just an auction. Leslie in Denver. Who's this supposed to be? There we go. We ran that. So here on this screen. Please work. Don't make me go through. Ah, fuck you. Fuck you. Let me see. Move this. No, it's Waffles. I thought it was a troll account. I'm not kidding. I was like, who the fuck is Leslie in Denver? I was like, what the fuck is this account? Leslie in Denver. Don't even with me. Wendy, there's that 81, right? 83 would be the stop. And let's see if it gives the 8 ticks. There we go. There's 8 ticks of profit. There's your 1R. I think it'll fill out these imbalances here. 76 maybe comes down to these lows. Don't think so. But it might fill out this 76 imbalance. And again, I would have my stop at break even for sure, like 100%. You can't trust these auction trades for more than that initial bounce like we got. So 81 to 79, I would be out like if I'm short 4 contracts, I'm out 3 at 79. Maybe one I let run to 76 or something, right? It's holding the highs of this auction. The highs here, 78, 79. So there's a good chance if we retest 81, it's going to build volume here and ramp it. Why do I say that? It's because we managed to hold the highs of this auction, which is quite unusual. Usually you would fill out these imbalances on the way down. I would be out of the trade. Anyway, hope that makes sense, Wendy. I'm not sure if you're still watching. Oda Field, I didn't hit it. Oh, I see what Cloudy's saying. I have a real name here. Leslie in Denver sounds like the most troll account I've ever heard. Oh yeah, it's Leslie in Denver. It's like, I'd be like, what the fuck is this account? What bullshit account is this? That's something Cloudy would do. He'd make a Leslie in Denver account. $74 quarter. Interesting. Now, if we start building volume below this 80 number, like kind of around here, this 78, we'll probably flush it and fill out this shitty profile, this short cover rip. The EMAs just give indications of momentum changes. Yeah, I agree. They're great for that kind of stuff. It's the same way I use like diagonal trend lines. On very rare occasions, I'll use a diagonal trend line. It's just it's just an indication of momentum, right? I don't know. It looks like there's something like that, right? That looks like something, doesn't it? And I'm generally aware of it. I'm not trading off of it. It's not like I see, oh, okay, it's hitting the trend line. I'm going to short it. Oh, it's above. I'm going to long it. No, it's more so like, okay, longs are getting some sort of momentum. Maybe I'll ease off the shorts now. Is this even from today? Yeah, it is. There you go. You know? I'm going to send this to Bowser. He's always showing me diagonal lines. I like to troll him about it. Bowser's asking, where's the triangle? And I'm like, I'm not going to fucking find it. Stop with this. Here, should I send him this? Oops, I closed the chat. Hey, Eric, how you doing, dude? It's Easy E. How'd you find this? Oh, maybe you found it on the Twitter tubes. Why'd I go to YouTube instead of Discord? Because Discord is kind of a barrier to entry. Like, because then someone has to. Trust me, I like Discord more, right? Just because it's easier, I find, to chat, and then I can post pictures and stuff. Like, I like Discord more, but I found the issue with Discord is that someone has to be in the Discord to watch it, which is like that's a barrier. Like a lot of people don't want to join just like another Discord. I'm in a fuck ton of Discords. I have most of them muted. I've got something like 5,000 messages I haven't looked at. That's why Eric, when people try and message me in the Discord, I'm always like, just DM me instead. I'm not gonna look at the fucking notification. Are you sure? Did you hit it? I didn't realize it was here. I thought it was somewhere else. I thought you would have hit it already today. Cloudy, how many? Oh, I guess it's the same size as your stop. Well, how big is your NQ stop? Are you gonna make me look for it? Someone. I'm gonna give the Twitter link to someone, or sorry, the Discord link to someone. Notifications. There we go. I like Tricky, by the way. If there was someone I would say to follow, Tricky's great. Tricky's awesome. I like his stuff. Tricky's swinging this long as well. 20 to 80. I was looking for 37.44. And I like that he looks at these high time frame structural levels, quarterly open. He looks at the quarterly close, like very, very similar to me. He's looking at structure, and then he combines it with the internals. He talks about 90 up, like 90 down. So he's talking about 90 volume down. So he's talking about kind of how the market in general is doing. Ugh. Am I gonna miss? Yeah, fuck it. I'll wait. If I miss the trade, I miss the trade. That's funny. Bowser was mentioning this to me as well. The Phantom Prince. Oh, oops. Forgot this is the screen you guys are watching. Ooh, whoopsie daisy. 19 points. So that's like having a 4 3/4 stop on ES. That's pretty tight for the Qs and with VIX wherever the fuck VIX is. I pulled it off of one of my charts because I found I don't really look at it. VIX is at 28. Wee vey. What was our highest VIX of the year? 36. Oh god. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh boy. So here's something interesting. Can you guys see this? Ugh, God. Nope, you can't see that. Can you see this? Nope. Can you see this? Yep. I'm very happy with my NQ bracket if it's not obvious. I can tell. Good for you, man. Good for you. That's good. That's good. You should be. Definitely should be. Oh, God damn it. I've got to figure out how to use this stupid like it should be window capture, right? Hey, nice one, dude. Nice one. Okay, here we go. This should work. Yay, we got it. Woo! Okay, now it's showing. Cool. So what I'm looking at, this is the McClellan on the look. Let's go to the daily. The daily is getting near what we had in September when I was calling for a short cover rally. So I think we're getting near that same sort of idea that we probably do for a short cover rally. On the 4 hour, it's not nearly as exhausted, right? It's not nearly as bad as it was in that late August, early September thing. What's the weekly looking like? Pretty shit. Pretty shitty. That'd be my technical term for it. Pretty shitty. So I'll be excited for a 3744 knife catch, if you want to call it that. Just setting some alerts on here. Keep an eye on it. Oops. Yeah, no more trades. Hey, Cloudy, nice one. 4 for 4. Fuck yeah, bud. Fuck yeah, bud. How do I switch this? No? Yes, no, maybe. Cool. If I click this, it goes there. Ah, sure. Okay, so you guys should be watching the footy print. Nice trade, Cloud. I should probably drop my zones on this, shouldn't I? I didn't draw them out today. I don't really have a point in drawing them out anymore if I'm running a more kind of automated system. Oi. God damn it. My fat fingers keep fucking this up. 74, 75 to 81. So that's kind of like this. Right? Did I get that right? To 81. There we go. That's the zone. I might even just stop doing this because it's really time consuming and kind of annoying. to be completely honest. It's quite annoying. 80 quarter was my level today. All I could think of is I'm going to get stopped. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm really negative when I'm going to trade. I think of the same thing. I'm going to trade. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just going to get stopped. Like, what am I doing? Blah, blah, blah. Especially if you've won one already. It's just, you always just think it's, this is it. This is it. This is when the market just fucks me. This is what it's come down to. Oh my God, come on. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to bother with this. This is too fucking annoying. I've got no need for it anymore. I can just watch instead. If anyone has any questions, feel free to fucking drop them below. Either in the Discords or in the, or somewhere else. Oh, I survived the purge, Wendy. I've finally become active in the in this Discord, but I really want to enter this swing trade here, but my number's not till lower. I'll hold off. God, are we finally going to accept above this 81 area? So on the levels chart, on like the actual chart, most people would want to see, I guess, instead of this wacky tobacky chart. Oops. God damn it! This was supposed to work. Oh, it worked. It worked. 3-minute chart. I didn't have a level down here. I think Bowser did. I think if you go back in time, 62s or something, the 62, 63 area. Like, this is definitely something, but to me the main points were kind of this balance between here. You can see it again. Balance, balance, right? Balance. Those are the main points to me. Anyway. You can see we're just kind of pivoting around this area. Ooh, Chewy's in the 31s. Interesting. Anyway. Until we kind of accept above this 81 area, it's going to be churny. It's going to really be boring churn action. To the point where I kind of want to leave my desk. I don't really see a trade here. I don't see a trade that's worthwhile, at least. Quarters, 78 quarters, 77 and a half. Be the stop on those. Interesting. And the stop to the upside would have been 82 3/4. Huh. Interesting. Neat. Nice. That worked. Gladdy, I just saw your message in the Discord. You fuck. All right, I'm gonna hop off in 5 minutes if we don't get a break of 92 or the low of the day, or if no one asks a question. Those 3 events, I'm out of here. Go for a walk. Maybe ride my motorcycle. Nice sunny morning. Everyone else is at work. Or I guess I can't leave my desk. I've got to wait to buy 3744 with 2 hands. To me, we're chopping around for a flush. Hell, we haven't really even gotten over VWAP today. See you later, Waffles. I've got a friend. So she's got an OnlyFans. She streams on Twitch. She's a powerlifter, and she streams on Twitch. And of course, people are always like, "Do you have an OnlyFans? Do you have an OnlyFans?" Right? So she made an OnlyFans, but it's an only plans. So it's just meal plans. Like it's got a picture of her looking hot or whatever in the Twitch bio, but in reality, it's just fucking meal plans. There might be exercise plans on there too. It's pretty funny. And only plans. I should have an only plans too. It'll just be trading plans. Oh man, that'd be funny. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll put out an only plans. That'd be hilarious. Only plans. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, eh? Oh, look at the POC on the day. 80 quarter. Where was Omni's level? Oh, 80 quarter. That must just be a coincidence, right? Did we? Give this another minute. Then I gotta start looking through equities. Alert my trades. Everyone's sub should just fade me. There's someone on he's on Twitter. I think Tricky might post them all the time. They're a literal fade. Like whenever they say they're doing something, like I should literally just do the opposite. Uh, I was reading somewhere or talking to someone, I can't remember, and their entire process was literally just finding people to fade because they're like, look, it's really hard to find someone who's good at trading, but it's pretty easy to find people who are shitty at trading. So all you got to do is find those shitty traders and just do the opposite. And it's really easy to find those people on Twitter. There's so many shitty traders. All you got to do is do the opposite. They're a fade. I thought that was the funniest thing. This thing looks like it wants to flush. Let's see it break that 70-ish bid. Alright, it's 12:12. Alright, you guys, I'm out of here. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. I post my plans there every morning. Actually, nowadays I post at night, the night before. And I kind of I might monkey with the levels a bit or the zones a bit before the open, and then I post it again, telling everyone I kind of monkeyed with it. But I post a video and a plan the night before.